Now, in the meantime, something else has been going on, and here's where I turn the mic over to Hans. When we were meeting in the Watts Tea Room in 2013, we sort of thought of litigation as the only way to go. But a group of citizens have begun a movement here in Wisconsin, and this movement is going on in other states too, as we can talk about. And it's succeeded in some other states. We need to take redistricting out of the hands of the legislature. A slogan that's used in America, voters don't choose their legislators, legislators choose their voters, because we let the legislators draft their districts. So with that, I want to introduce Hans Breitenmoser, who's a farmer from Lincoln County. I met because he introduced pretty much on his own a legislation endorsing this in the County Board of Supervisors committee sets. And so Hans Breitenmoser, tell that story.
So I'm going to hold this in my hand, and then you guys can see an illustration. The purple counties are the ones that have passed the resolution, and we can add to that now Crawford County, which is right down there. These are all counties who have passed advisory resolutions. So Bill, as usual, did a fantastic job of explaining what gerrymandering is and the results from a public policy standpoint that we get when we have gerrymandered districts and what our government ends up looking like and so forth. And of course, we've got, as Bill suggested, the one way of going about changing that is through the courts. But in the meantime, and above and beyond that, what local citizens can do is they can get a hold of their county board representatives and their city council members and so forth, and have a real grassroots effort. And so that's what we kind of started out in Lincoln County. Now, I get way more credit for this than I deserve, because there's lots and lots of people who are working on this throughout the state, putting way more effort in it than I ever have. But back in March of 2017, my co-conspirator, Paul Gilk, who's sitting back there, he's on the county board as well. Paul and I got to talking about it, found that there had been at that point a handful of counties that had passed resolutions. And I think Dane County, they repassed it in 2017, but they originally passed it in 2013 or 14. But in any event, there were a few counties that passed these advisory resolutions. And so basically what Lincoln County did was we said that we feel the state of Wisconsin should come up with a nonpartisan procedure for drawing our legislative and congressional district lines. It passed 18-4, and the fact that we passed it in Podunk, Lincoln County, which is not a hotbed of liberalism, it's sort of in the north central part of the state, and it wasn't, what you'd expect from Dane County, but everybody was like, wow, Lincoln County just passed that obscure thing. That's interesting. Okay, great. And I think that helped inspire some other counties.